I'm Stan Shotit. Welcome to the Baswell Chronicles podcast. Today I'm honored to be hosting Mr. Jervis, Deputy CEO of ENA Coach. Habari asubuhi.
Mzuri.
Kofiti.
Niko poa.
Okay.
Yes.
So tuanze straight to the point ama
Anyway.
acha tuanze very simple as we build pole pole.
So,
What is something that people don't know about you outside the bus industry?
something that people do not know about me, probably my background, education background.
Education background.
Yes.
Where do you start?
My education background comes from journalism.
Okay. Okay, that one people, I'm sure that one people don't have an idea, okay?
Yes, from journalism.
So you're from journalism.
And two, probably something that people don't know is that I began my career from humanitarian organization. Yes.
We will get there. That seems like a very nice journey.
Yes.
Your favorite car of all time?
My favorite car is always a BMW.
The flatbed lovers.
Yes.
Why? Like why BMW?
In my years, I've owned BMW, I've owned a Mercedes, I've owned Toyotas. It's only one time that my car ended in a flatbed. Only once.
Only once.
Only once.
So what's the secret? Because maybe I see people complaining, oh, BMW and flatbeds, they belong together.
No, it's when you buy a car, when you order a car from abroad, unless it's 0 mileage, that car has been used.
Yes.
So when people order their cars, they bring in the country, they start using them as new.
And it's already 8 years old.
Yes. So you need to understand that there are things that need service after a certain kilometer. So you buy 100,000 plus kilometers, you just know there are some things that you need to change first before
you start using the car.
Yeah, so the general assumption, and you want to push it because they are high performance cars, of course, things will break down.
So once you bring the car, take it for service, assume it has been used.
Yes, assume it's been used, so there are certain things that you need to change for you to use it.
So are you a book person or a movie person?
Sorry?
Are you a book person or a movie person?
Let's say a movie person.
Which movie currently have you enjoyed of late?
Because of my schedules, it's very hard for me to get time to. Yes, time to. But whenever I take leave,
you catch up on your movies.
Yes. So current movies, I'll lie to you that
you have not watched them.
Yes.
So now I think this.
But my best movies are inspirational. Black Americans. Yes.
Black American.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm that person who watches a movie with a notebook.
You watch a movie to get entertained and also to get some value from the movie.
Yes.
That is wonderful.
Yes.
Now, your journey in the bus industry, where does it all start?
My journey in the bus industry, first and foremost, I'm a car enthusiast. Something that people don't know. Before even I ventured into bus and all that, I loved cars. I've organized events in the country that involve tarmac racing and events that rotate under cars. And from there, my passion, to go into HCV started from there.
Can you give us, for example, one event of the...
there is the famous one time trial.
TT Masinga?
Yes, we were the founders. Yes, and the organizers for it. Them days. Right now, I know it's been taken over by Gen Zs. Of course, time runs, technology changes. But we were the organizers and the founders for that. Yes.
Which was that? Because I remember, I think the first time I saw it was around 2016. The first time I get to know about TT Masinga.
Around 2012, around there. Yes. There were several groups. Doing, of course, the illegal stuff. So we said, why do we have to lose so people on the road? So we decided, let's form something that is legal and a conducive environment to do it. That's how me and fellow friends came together and then we formed the GT.
So this is way back when South Sea was notorious for street racing.
Yes. Yes.
Because I can remember there was that incident where South Sea, Southern Bypass at night.
Yes.
It was a racetrack.
Yeah, so we just removed, the legal one into a more
Controlled environment.
Yes, controlled environment.
And then now,
Yes, so then from there, then I was working for an NGO. I was in humanitarian field.
yes.
And then by 2013, end of 2013, that's how I transitioned now into logistics. I had connections with friends. Then was Mr. Hashim. Mr. Hashim used to work with him at Modern Coast. So he called me into logistics. That's how I shifted from the Kenya Red Cross, where I used to work, into Modern Coast.
How do you get to know Mr. Hashim in the first place? Where do you meet so that he can see this person has potential?
Way back, I think, Kenya Bus World.
Yes,
Facebook
Kenya Bus.
page,
Yeah.
when it was founded and all that, way back. My reviews of vehicles, it wasn't that normal one. It was kind of reviews that really make sense, that are detailed with a lot of information. That's how we got to connect. And then
Just from making a Facebook page, it attracts the investor.
yes,
Hey.
yeah.
Okay.
So the kind of even complaints that you make, do they really make sense? Do they help the industry at the end of the day? Yes, there are genuine complaints. Yes, but at the end of the day, how do we make them to be something very important? So from there, that's how we got a number of contacts, communications, what best can we be able to do, and all that. Also with my research. So that's how we connected, and then Now I moved to Modern Coast.
Now you moved to Modern Coast.
Yes.
How are the first days of Modern Coast? You are a stranger. Probably the people you find there are thinking we are the experts. This person does not know anything. How's the reception?
Mine was a bit different in the sense that when I got to Modern Coast, it wasn't like I'm a rookie or the sort. They appreciated me as someone who really understands what now goes into professional logistics. Because remember, I was a car enthusiast, and then adding to it, I was doing my own research.
Yes.
And getting to really understand these chassis, how they perform and everything, now in details. So when I got there, of course, we sat down, discussed with the owners, and Mr. Hashim was there. Then I was posted here to Nairobi.
So where were you in the first place? They called you to
Mombasa. Yes,
okay.
the HQ was in Mombasa. So they posted me here in Nairobi. I was working under, then there was another manager here in Nairobi, so I was posted here in River Road, just to be able to assist in terms of management at River Road. River Road was quite a big thing. It was controlling most of the Nairobi as a region. Yes, so that's how I got to come to Nairobi.
So on this first days, what was your biggest challenge?
My biggest challenge, of course, then now people putting a face to a Facebook name.
So the person being the reviews.
Yes, because my name, people are like, no, it's not real names and all that. And then, oh, you are the one. And then, people just to accept you. You are new.
Yes.
You have these tons and tons of knowledge. Of course, then with the young blood and everything, you want to put them into use immediately.
Yeah.
Yes. So at times you get hindrance in terms of rolling out and everything. Then two, you still under a management that has a strategy. So marrying whatever that you have with a strategy and knowing what time to roll out where. But I thank God because the management was also young blood, and the company was open to quick growth and putting most of the ideas in place. And then two, it was digitally enabled. So most of the things touching on the new world and how the world was revolving was a bit quite easy. Yes.
So, which position do you get in at Modern Coast at this particular time?
I was an assistant manager at River Road. Yes.
No, I have to ask this question. Which principles do you have to have, or carry yourself in what way for a person to see value to bring yourself as an assistant manager rather than promoting his people who has been working there, who has been training?
First of all, probably from where I came from. Of course, there is a level that I was.
Yes.
And then the amount of management skills that when you are interviewed, someone sits with you, says this level of a person does not probably fit at the lower tier. This person will fit well in terms of management, in terms of supervisory. So that's how I came in. I met one also, he was also young. He was called Ibrahim Harun. Yes, Ibrahim Harun was the manager there. So we bonded well because he was a young guy, very sharp, and ready to fuse with anything that comes in, so long as it's for the betterment of the company. Yeah.
So I think you came into Modern Coast when they were at the height of their dominance.
Yeah, I came in when it was just almost. It wasn't that big.
But
yes. So when I came in, it was now that time now when now we roll out most of the strategies, most of the growth patterns.
What was the experience? Because I can imagine it was quite a busy office, especially in Nairobi, considering I've heard that River Road was controlled by Modern Coast. You come here at 1 a.m., around 12 Modern Coast buses have gathered there.
Yeah, River Road was kind of the regional office. In Nairobi, and almost all the buses were passing through Nairobi. Yeah, except the Dar es Salaam, Mombasa, Dar es Salaam. But all the rest, it must pass through Nairobi. So 24 hours, there is a Modern Coast passing through Nairobi.
Through Nairobi.
Yes. So it was a 24 hours operation, 24 hours management, and all the passengers and everything. Then I think roughly in a day, you're transporting almost 4,000 to 5,000 people. 4,000 to 5,000 people? Yes, in a single day. So it was quite a busy one. So getting to work and gloves off, and it's busy.
How do you handle the pressure? Because I can imagine 4,000 person, that's a lot of pressure.
First of all, you need to know what is the demand. What kind of demand that the customers are pushing towards you. Then you formulate a strategy and the right people to handle that pressure. Because we are having shifts. From the morning all the way 24 hours, there's night shift, there's afternoon shift, there is morning shift. And that also replicated also in management. There was a manager at night, there was a manager during the day, there is an afternoon. So the office is occupied by the workers plus the management and supervisors throughout.
That is wonderful. Yes. I think, is there anyone doing that currently?
Yeah, currently here at ENA Coach we're doing that. Anytime you come here, you must find a management.
There must be a management.
Yes, whether night or day, there must be management, there must be people to assist you. There must be a command.
The command structure must remain intact.
Must remain there regardless, whether it's a holiday, whether it's what, because we're in service industry. Yes. Yeah.
Now, what were the strategies of Modern Coast that led to it being a very dominant bus company in Kenya?
First and foremost is the tools of service. You must have the tools of service. We're talking about buses. And buses is moving with the new technology, economical, efficient tools of trade. And now those tools of trade, you must have the correct people to operate them. You must have a strategic direction, knowing where the demand is. At times we risked, doing business risk. So that you can be able to dominate. Not all routes were profitable as such, but at times you do it even to serve the minority. Like we used to go to Kapenguria, and everybody was like, where will we even get the
Where are you
passengers
going
going?
to? Yeah.
Yes, but we made it in a way because in business you need to be consistent. We also moved very fast. Then I think only Modern Coast said technology driven, ways of booking tickets, complaints, and even management and everything. Yeah.
How did they put that structure in place, considering back then tickets were manual?
Yes.
This guy has had a website, a working phone number, a very active Facebook page. How did they get to achieve that?
We had a system, a digital system for booking, which also managed nearly all the other departments. Because in an organization, don't just book tickets. Tickets must now flow in even up to the expenditure bit of it, procurement, fuel, and all that. So it was an enterprise system that revolved from all the way from booking. And booking now you have different channels, either physical, going to the office, or going online, or going through the app. All those are means. Or the last one, now calling a call center to be assisted in terms of booking. So you first of all put all those systems in place and the people to be able to handle that. And then the money now comes in and we channel out in terms of tickets, whether it is e-ticket or physical printout ticket. All of them were allowed. And then now trickling down in terms of now how do you manage in terms of accounts, in terms of finance, in terms of even procurement and stores, everything all involved into one enterprise system.
Since you've mentioned buses and technology, I think Modern Coast was the first to bring touring and the P410s, Scania.
Yes.
What was the decision behind that? Because I'm thinking people at this time are considering fuel, all those factors, because no P410 will use more fuel than the F360, the F310. So why bring in the touring K410 and the P410 buses?
The decision to use different tools is getting the right chassis to do the right job. Then there was a lot of conversion of truck chassis into bus. And for us, you remember there was the F330, the 8-geared buses. So something with technology, almost the same operation as the F330, the direct replica was now the P410 that came in. Because when you brought in the P410, remember, it was the automatic.
Yes.
So there is no human need of clutch and everything, so wear and tear comes down. The difference in terms of horsepower range, you're talking about 100, kind of. Then two, because most of the P410s were being used in the long haul, 1,000 plus kilometers, mostly Kampala, Kigali, at times Dar es Salaam, and the highway routes.
And the highway routes.
Yes,
highway is Mombasa to other routes.
Kitale,
past Nairobi.
Kisumu, past.
Yes.
Those are very many kilometers. When it comes, and there was a lot of luggage that was being transported. So the boot space was quite occupied. It was full. And in terms of consumption, we can't say that it is consuming so much. It is how you drive it.
Oh, it's how you operate it.
Yes, because remember, these chassis is the same chassis that it's ferrying the 32 tons on the truck. So looking at the bus, you're hardly doing around 20. So the weight is not even maximized on it, and how you drive it depends on the consumption that comes with it. So it wasn't so much difference into it, and then later it came now the F360. F360 now was kind of a match to an F330. Now this one was now a full bus chassis. But remember, before that we had a P360, the manual P360. Yes, single axle at the back. They were doing Kampala. Those were the BVs.
The BVs.
Yeah, 920, 680. Yeah, those were the P360s. There were only three
So the later P360s with the dual axle are automatic now?
Yes.
Did you operate P360s or it was just P410s after
No.
the P360 with the single axle?
I don't think there is any chassis that Modern Coast didn't operate. All the chassis, so long as it was a Scania, Modern Coast operated them, including even the P250.
I remember the small P250 that were doing Nairobi Kitale.
Yes, mostly was doing Nairobi up country. Yes.
Now, since they operated Scania chassis, which is the most superior Scania chassis in your opinion?
There is no superior chassis. Just depends what do you want to use it for. For example, the way I've said, we needed a bus that will do the long haul and the luggage that is needed with less wear and tear. That's why we had the P410 and mostly the F360s were doing that. For journeys that are 500 or less, we're talking about here to Kisumu, you don't need that.
You don't need that much power.
Yes, because even the luggage is a bit less. So
small.
that's when we had the P250.
P250.
Yes. So there is no superior kind of. If you're talking about superior, probably you're asking in terms of horsepower, then it will be the 410 both in the P and the K series.
I'm asking that because there are drivers who swear by the F330. They say F330 is the best Scania chassis ever made. It was quick. It can hold load very easily. All that, and consumption was also not as much. I
wouldn't say that as per se. It is because people get used to something. When people get used to something, they believe that is the best. You see, like right now, people are used to the, let's say, F360.
F360.
You know, you bring something else, yes. And then, of course, the manual gear, and it was kind of a special because the 8 gear with the button, and how to shift it, it was enjoyable. And at that time it was the most powerful. Yes.
So also it's because people now get used to this thing back now they don't want anything else.
They don't want anything else. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how do you transition to ENA Coach from Modern Coast?
I didn't transition to ENA Coach immediately. There was quite a journey that was involved into it from the Modern Coasts and everything, things that we did together as a team, and up to today, it's kind of a movement. The staff, the management that were involved in it. Before you get there,
can you highlight these things that you did at Modern Coast now that brought you to ENA Coach?
We did a number of things. I'll say that we broke kind of the ceiling in logistics in terms of passenger. Whatever services that we were providing to customers was quite something, you know, the big VIP seats, having hostess on board, providing water, charging sockets, the connectivity in terms of routing and everything. Like you could walk to a Modern Coast office anytime and there is a bus, you know, passing by.
Also,
we had a slogan that behind every Modern Coast bus there is another one. You know, there's another one coming behind. There's another one. 24 hours rotation like that. So, and then of course, how we trained our staff, even how we were hiring and everything, our brand visibility in terms of partnerships with other like-minded organizations that came in. So our visibility was so big. It opened for the demand, people to want to test our services, and then internally we provided now the services. So it married all those things together. So fast forward, now when I left Modern Coast, I now went into consultancy because then at that time there were nearly all these companies. We were in communication. People would call different company, hey, how are you doing this? How do you do this? How do you do this? So it was kind of a point of reference.
A reference, yeah.
And of course, when you're employed, then there is the point of loyalty. There is the much that you can be able to release out. There's the much that then you put together as business secrets.
Yes.
So now when I left there now, I thought it was now a point now to be able to assist the whole industry at large, because my passion wasn't just rooted in one company. I wanted the industry to grow as a whole. So I went into consultancy, and I worked with so many companies in terms of development and strategic directions, in terms of trainings, in terms of just looking how they're doing and being able to advise them what to do, in terms of doing researches for them and giving them, then now they develop it to the next level. So I did that for quite some time, and at that time is when now the Inter-Urban Coach Owners Association of Kenya was formed,
Yes.
where all the companies were put together in one roof as an association of the owners of all these companies. And by God's grace, then I became their CEO. Yes. So we did it. We did elections. We did strategies. We rolled out a number of things. Of course, as a baby, there were baby steps in terms of growth, in terms of everything. It's still active up to now, but not really as active as it was.
As it was.
But we are looking into reviving it much, much more.
Okay.
So while I was doing that for those years, and then I got poached somewhere else. And then I went out of the country into, again, another logistics space. This was a company, but this one now deals with trucking. Over 1,000 plus trucks and everything operating cross-border, so many countries, things to do with port clearance and all that. It was quite something. It was connected in TZ in Japan. And that's how now I moved out of Kenya. So I worked out for quite some time before but ENA Coach were friends. The CEO, the chairman, we were quite good friends from the organization of the owners and everything. So conversations were going on. And of course, ENA now, it had hit 5 years in terms of operation.
Yes.
So the strategic direction needed now to shift a bit, because then it had grown the brand to a certain level. So we had a conversation, and all things happened. So I had to come back in the country.
Yes.
So that's where I am now.
I don't. But let me ask this. So why did you leave Modern Coast?
At times you choose the correct time to bow out when your head is still high, because I'll say you have done it all. There is nothing more to be done. So at that time is when I decided, let me now do something else. And of course, also my strategic direction had shifted a bit because of the many queries that I had to take that were hindering me to be able to deliver services as an employee of a specific company.
Okay.
Yes.
No, you work for an international company and then you come back home.
Yes.
How is the transition?
Transition is good because when I went out of the country, it was very eye-opening. You know, when you remain here, you don't get to see what other best practices that happen outside here.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if you compare how Tanzania bus transport operates and how we operate, it's totally different. You get to see the best practices outside there. When you think you are the best, then you come and see someone who is doing more than whatever what you are doing in a bigger, more large scale. Then I got to learn a lot. So whatever knowledge that I got outside there, now I brought it back home.
Will you share some of the knowledge that you got to learn outside there, whatever it's driver management, route management?
Something that I got to learn, which is very vital in logistics space, is that regardless of how big you are, you must run economical. because it is one industry that it keeps on flip-flopping. Today the fuel price is this way, tomorrow probably it's going higher or coming down. The prices even for commodities like tires keep on shifting. So at the best time when you can be able to save something, please save, because you don't know when you'll get scorching sun. So you save, you work economical. At the same time, something that I learned is that by all means, your customer must be comfortable.
By all means.
How you do it, it's up to you. The customer paid, needs services, and this industry is an industry that there are certain things that all of you are doing. So customer will prefer you because of going a little extra mile. Yeah, will define you. We say define you from boys to men. Yes.
COVID-19, I think, hit the transport industry like like a hurricane.
Yes.
Where were you, and were you in the transport industry, and how did you manage? Probably say the bus companies, or are they surviving the 1x1, 111 seating arrangement, all those regulations?
Yeah, when COVID hit, I was in the country. I was giving consultants at the same time. I was the CEO for the organization, ICOAC, and it was very hard because seeing a lot of investments, first of all, there was total no movement.
Zero movement.
Yes, all these companies need to pay their staff. They need to do a lot of things. It's not happening. Now, when that happened, now people ask themselves, now what next? It was almost a collapsing period for all these companies. Yeah. So what helped people? It is parcel.
Parcel.
Yes, parcel.
Okay.
Now, for parcel, because food must move.
Food must move.
Yes,
it is an essential good.
Yes, essential goods. That's why they were listed under essential services. Yeah. So it was a time now where now technology now was put to test 100%. Companies now, if you have to order something, you have to go online. If you have to pay something, you have to go online.
You have to go online.
Yes. Hakuna kukutana na mtu. You get. During delivery alone, the deliverer kuja uchukue, and the hours of service also was a little bit different. So we advise most companies now to strengthen now their parcel department. Because as much as COVID had hit, remember now the parcel and courier business now was rising.
Yes.
It was a blessing in these days. Yes. So if you did it well, it was a time now to grow your numbers in terms of parcel delivery and all that. And how do you even move? How do you rotate and all that? It reached a point that even some companies, a parcel comes from Kisii to Nairobi, you have to deliver their doorsteps. That is money to you as you offer services.
So that is no last mile now comes into play.
Yes, last mile. First mile, there is first mile, there is middle mile, there is the last mile. Middle mile now is when you transport, let's say Kisii to here. First mile is from that person's shamba to the booking office. And then middle mile now to Nairobi. And then last mile now from Nairobi booking office to someone's house in Udil. Yes.
So,
yeah.
How has your stay at ENA Coach been like?
My stay at ENA Coach, I'll say it's amazing. It's amazing in what sense? It's because you get to operate a company that has already rolled off. And now your new energy now it is involved in terms of now scaling to the next level. And of course, even the staff, most of the staff we had worked with them. Drivers we had worked at Modern Coast. Some of the booking class we worked with them at Modern Coast. And they knew me, my track record, how I operate and everything. So yes, I was welcome. Of course, there were those who are new, who ask, we've not met this person. How does he operate? And of course, coming at that level, then probably there will be a fear, mtu anaoperate anapenda nini and all that. Amekuja kutufukuza and all that. There is that realignment, As transport, we know people like realigning. Huyu ni mtu wetu, anafanya hivi and all that. Yes. But surprisingly for me, I wasn't that person. For me, it doesn't matter even if you're my brother. It is just work.
If it's work, it's work.
It's
If it's
work.
professional, it's professional.
Yes, and that is what really ails us in transport industry a lot. That our management style, it is who, rather than what can they do.
What can they do?
Giving people opportunities to do as per what they can be able to perform.
To perform and achieve.
Yes, yes.
What was the first strategic, probably decision or thing you did at ENA Coach when you first knocked in?
The first thing we usually say is that the people who are doing the work, how do you relate? What are the issues that they do have? How do you then realign and everything? So, yes, there were a number of things, and I would like to really applaud the management that were doing they really did a lot of groundwork, a lot of foundation. When I came in, it was just in terms of realignment, and now putting kind of a small of the professional touch into it. So first of all, we made sure that we recognize everybody that works for us first.
Okay.
That you are our employee, whether you are a casual or you're on a permanent basis, we first of all have to recognize you and legally that you are our worker.
Okay.
Yes. So that in case of anything, then we know we are dealing with our staff. Yes. And there are so many spread across 100 and something offices
Branches.
in the countries, and all that. Then now realignment now in terms of what do you do, what are your challenges, where can you work? So there was kind of a shift in now you're moving from this into this into this. And then there is the culture now, dealing now with the culture, kind of culture change in terms of now putting in people's minds that now we want now to hit the next level. Now that is mostly the hardest bit. You know, we are used to doing this, it's working.
Yes.
So which is this new thing that needs to be done?
And why is it being done?
Yeah, why is it being done? So education, talking to staff, making them understand that yes, you're doing well, but we can do better. Yes. So it takes some time, of course.
I think you've mentioned appreciating your staff, education. Is this why ENA Coach takes their staff for retreats, training, and is ENA Coach the only person doing that, the only company doing that?
I haven't seen another company, probably the corporate world, but in matatu industry I haven't seen. But it is one of our ways that we appreciate our staff working year out. The only time that we get to see each other as a group, it is during those retreats. And retreats, it is two things, appreciation and empowerment. And appreciation, at times you need to take someone out of their normal environment. That's why we book high-end hotels to be able now to shift them from office into relax fast. Relax, enjoy, and then if there is any new strategy or any retraining that we need, because it's usually a back-to-back like 2 weeks. Every day we have from morning, let's say up to early afternoon, we are back into the conference hall to train in different aspects. If it's customer care, if it is things to do with financials, how they can be able even to serve themselves for the future, and all that is done there. And then probably in the afternoon, then we get to enjoy, things like going to the beach, doing team building activities, guys relax, all that together.
They unwind.
Yes. By the time we finish that, when people are going back to their station, they are energized.
And they are happy.
They are happy and all that. At times we say that giving someone money on the hand does not fulfill everything. At times even just telling someone that thank you for the work that you've done really goes
goes a long way.
Yes.
So what strategies have you learned, say from before ENA Coach, from say the international company, Modern Coast era, and before that you're currently using at ENA Coach?
if you realize that ENA Coach is a very fast-paced organization right now,
Yes.
I'll term it like international teams, football teams. Where you watch football, it's very fast-paced. You know, you touch, give out, go to score. Ukilala, your opponent will hit you and every that. So if there is anything that we really love here at ENA Coach is that we have our ears on the ground. What the customer needs or what the world is moving towards, we are very fast in terms of tapping into it and making sure that all our customers are comfortable. Of course, you're not going to provide 100%,
Yes.
but at least to a certain satisfaction. If you go through the training that we give our clerks, then you'll understand that our first slide in every training is that customer first. Because we usually say customer is not the external one. First customer is the internal. Me and you as staff. Let's say you're in procurement, I'm a booking clerk.
Yes.
I'll need a ticket so that I print for the customer.
For the customer.
So between us internally, if you're not in good, do not expect to serve the outside customer well.
Yeah, the
Yes.
the operation will not be smooth.
Yes. So first of all, our internal has to be well oiled for it to move with speed and the correct attitude towards now the customer now comes from out. And then another thing is that we've really opened up channels for feedback. I believe right now, without any doubt, we are the only company that has opened up channels of feedback as much as possible and 24 hours. If you want to give via WhatsApp, you'll get it. If you want to give it via Instagram, if you want to give via Facebook, you'll do. If you want to walk into offices, you can be able. If you want to call anytime, you can.
You can call.
Yes, and all the feedbacks, we have a team that is handling all the feedbacks 24/7. That's why right now something happening in, let's say, Luanda Kotiano, we'll get immediately and we'll be able to react to it.
And deal with it.
Yes, and we've put our management style is that in every region, there must be a top management person there to handle issues that are beyond, their level of comprehending or being able to sort it out. So 24/7, you will be assisted. You will be able to give feedback, and that feedback helps us now to grow. Some of these things, even our customers, they're the ones who tell us, now where you've reached, do this and this and this. Yeah. And our promise to our customers is that whatever that we promise them, we have to deliver. If it is Wi-Fi, we must deliver. If it is charging socket, we must deliver. If it is water, we must deliver. If it is safety on our roads, we must deliver at the end of the day. So if there is anything that will hinder us in doing that, then top management sits in a board meeting and discusses, even if it's a small thing, we must find a solution and move forward with it.
Actually, on that complaint handling was my next question. I think ENA Coach has one of the, no, I'm basing this on Facebook because I've seen it on Facebook, best way of handling complaints from passengers. How do you arrive at this? What really led you to saying that these complaints are becoming now, let's handle this rather than waiting for them to blow up?
We have SOPs for different, so we kind of have a document that categorizes complaints.
Okay.
Yeah, if it is late departures, there is that category. How do you handle that? Who in the company is relevant in terms of doing that? What are the timelines? What is the resolution short term and long term? So if short term is doing this, it should be done. Between how many hours or days this has to be done. So that's how we respond. So it is easier when you complain to put it into a category and someone handling it right away, immediately.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because if you put it under category, you give it to someone else.
Yes.
No.
And and our staff know that every complaint, do not take it personal.
Oh, personal.
You get.
It's not an attack on you.
Yes, it is a feedback. If someone complains to you, he wants you to improve at the end of the day. So take it, do investigation, give a solution, move forward.
No, I think ENA Coach initially had a lot of buses with no shuttles. Or were there the shuttles, or the shuttles came later on?
No, shuttles were more.
Were they even in the beginning?
Yes.
Yes.
It was almost they started at the same time. Yeah, you don't get to see more of the shuttles because, of course, carrying capacity is a little small, and they are not big as buses in terms of seeing them on the road.
Noticeability.
Yes, but there are hundreds and hundreds of shuttles moving 24 hours.
How many shuttles are there?
I'll not give a specific, but we're doing over 400.
And buses?
Also not specific, we're almost 100.
So no, that's roughly 500 vehicles.
Yes.
How do you manage? How do you manage to track, say, you know this bus is here, this shuttle is here, the other one is here, the other one is here?
We have departments. We have an operations manager who doubles also as a fleet manager. And behind, if you trickle down, there are also people who are assisting him in different hubs. Yes. There is Mombasa, there is Nairobi, there is Kisii, there is Kisumu, there is Busia. So if you put, those are corridors. So, and we have a system, a management system, where they are scheduled, plus drivers. So we are able to see this one left at this time and what time is expected to arrive. Looking at the hours, then driver has to rest, then what time is supposed to come back. So these people are in constant communication. And then there is a system that enables them now to track all those. What time was it scheduled? Which chart? What time did it arrive? And then we have a separate tracking system that gives us each and every vehicle location, how much fuel they have. If there is an error on the system on board, we are able to see who is driving, what are the speed, how many harsh brakings they are having, how many harsh accelerations they are having, all that put together. Yes.
You can even see the fuel that a person has left in the fuel tank.
Yes. We see even harsh braking. It helps us. Let's say when a customer complains that this driver was very rough,
yes,
we are able to get full information of that vehicle. In a journey of, let's say, 400 kilometers, how many harsh brakings were needed? If you see so many harsh brakings, probably the driver wasn't concentrating on the road, probably was a rookie in that road, probably is a rough driver. So if you're having harsh braking, it means the people on board were uncomfortable. You're able even to get out things like how many times did he use the indicator. You get, yeah. So you are able to get all the information. And for the bus, they even have, it's now even narrowed down to specific driver because there are 2 drivers on board. So it records the driving habits for specific driver. Probably this one drove here to Nakuru. Akashuka. Mwingine akachukulia from there. So it shows Ken drove from Nairobi to Nakuru. He used 30 liters. His harsh brakings were these. And all that, and it grades you. Like each journey is scored an A, each journey is scored a B, this journey is scored a C. Plus even gearbox accostings, and all that, speeding.
Is this solution in-house or the software exists elsewhere?
It's in-house, but we're doing also in partnerships with our dealers.
Yes. Because I think I've not had it being operational anywhere else. That's why I'm asking. Because if you can see how the driving habits of the driver, I think now if there is need for retraining, you can do it.
Yes.
It guides you.
Yes. And like we partnered with Scania, who are giving us an FMS kind of tracking on the vehicles. There is Mobiki that tracks the M.A.N buses. There is working with Rice Motors and Isuzus for even our trucks.
For the trucks, yeah.
On the road, we're working with Sifao on the shuttles and everything. So you are able to see, even if a driver is not good in terms of efficiency, in terms of fuel consumption, you're able to see, mbio dereva inafaa urudi shule kidogo. Ufunzwe how to operate
kidogo hapa you need training.
Yes. So that's why people saying that this is a training ground, and we don't fear. Anybody coming in the company new, you must undergo the trainings before you are able to be given a bus or a shuttle or anything.
Now, what is the decision behind using, and I know you answered this question, but I also did not in ENA's context, using Scania, M.A.N, and no Isuzu buses?
Our decision to use these two brands, it's basically we are moving with technology.
Yes.
So most of revisions and anything new comes with how the world is moving. The direction the world is moving. Looking at M.A.N and Scania buses, in terms of, first of all, we wanted unnecessary costs in terms of sasa tunaanza ku replace clutch and all that, whereas you can get a machine that automatically operates itself. You are talking about 5 years plus ndio utagusa tuseme clutch, you know, because there is no human interaction with it. You're talking about technology. Let's say, for example, bus imepata breakdown in Salga. From here, I can go into the system and check what is the issue, you know. And no, if I'm sending a fundi to Salga, he's going probably to replace the ABS sensor. You get? So that is what sends us towards that direction. And then also things to do with service intervals and all that. Not that Isuzu is an inferior chassis. I know they are developing towards that direction, but for us, the two right now, it's what serves us best, because we are a company that gari inaenda ikirudi. It has, we want so little time at the workshop.
The uptime is quite high.
Yes, uptime for us, gari imetoka hapa asubuhi, kesho asubuhi itatoka hapa. Ikifika, inaenda workshop, mechanics check, general service, nini, back on the road to move.
I don't know if this was a problem, but no, armchair experts on, say, the bus world groups argue that a M.A.N bus should not be given an 80 kilometers per hour speed governor, because it does not complete the necessary cycle for the gearbox for it to be operating at the optimum speed. Is this true, or ni mambo tu ya kujitafutia?
I think we've been operating M.A.N buses for the longest period. Recently, some of our drivers got awards for doing over 1 million
I saw that on
kilometers without major issues. So the big question is, for the past, let's say, 4-5 years, this bus that has done over 1 million has never hit gear number 12. It has hit gear number 12.
It has hit gear number 12.
You mean for all this period we've been operating 100 kilometers per hour plus? No. They are capped at 80, and it's been completing. I think it's a notion. It's a notion that people need to debacle. You'll find even that man at 60 hitting gear number 12.
Okay.
It depends with your revs, acceleration, terrain that you are experiencing, and everything that comes to it. People want excuses to speed. If you go to the dealers, they will tell you it's completing. You want to tell me because it's the same engine and gearbox that works on the tracks, and there are also tracks is very hard even to pass 75.
Yes,
but they are doing 12 gears comfortably. So it is, unless the bus has an issue, but it works. By the way, 80 si speed ndogo.
Yeah, it is
speed ndogo.
If you can manage 80 for 2 hours.
Yes, you've done a very big.
Yes.
So you want to tell me a speed of 80, it will not hit gear number 12.
That is the argument. So no, that is what I was wondering.
No, it's just a notion that people will tell you, ukwangi kwa barabara, will drive and everything. Just to make it clear, I'm also a bus driver.
So you're also a bus.
Yes, I drive these units.
Your interaction with Mobiki and Scania.
Yes. Ask my drivers; they tell you I'm a driver. Yes. So I'm not saying something that I hear. It is something that
You know,
yes,
you have experience.
Yes, we've put it on the road. We've tested it. Yes, we've achieved it.
What is the longest route you've driven?
Kisumu, Nairobi.
And you're an expert to speak on this matter.
Yes.
Now, this is a mechanical thing. It has been done by people now. There are breakdowns. Say bus imetoka Mombasa, it's going to Port Victoria. Mtito one day, there is an issue. How do you deal with this? Is there a rescue bus?
Every day in major towns we have a rescue bus. Mombasa, Nairobi, Kisumu, Kisii, Kendu Bay.
Yes.
We must have a standby bus throughout.
In case of
every day, in case of anything. 2, we've worked with our dealers. That is Mobiki, that is Scania, for road rescue, 24/7. They have their rescue vans. They'll always run to the situation and sort it if you can be able to sort it. So when a breakdown happens, immediately we contact the crew. We ask them, if you look at it, is something you can be able to sort it. Probably it's a broken pipe, something small. Yes, it can be sorted out. So that will help us now to know what do we send. Internally in the company, we have rescue pickups with mechanics 24/7. So they can be able to rush. We have one in Kisii, we have one in Nairobi, we have 2. Even myself, I go for rescue. It does not hold who to go. So long as you're in operation, you can be able to wake up at night, get a mechanic, and then you are able to go. So that helps us in terms of how much time we use to do our rescues. And then we communicate to our customers. Probably it will take 2 hours, it will take 3 hours, give or take plus 30 minutes or whatever, so that they understand that probably it's Machakos Junction, a rescue is coming from Nairobi. So it will take like an hour to reach here. Or when the mechanic is on the ground, he'll tell us this thing will take me like 30 minutes, an hour, or something of the sort.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, ENA Coach is bringing in, so roughly this was about a month ago, someone said that ENA Coach has around new 20 buses coming in. Are you planning to open new routes, or these buses are coming in to fill a gap that is there?
Both. We recently opened Londa Kotiano.
Yes.
We take our time, we don't rush, so that we are able to give services that customers want. And yes, we've found, because of the services that we provide, there are those routes that demand even up to 3 buses, up to 4 buses. Talk about Busia, talk about these Bondo, Siaya routes, talk about Kisii routes, nearly all the routes. People have been crying for the longest period on Mombasa highway buses. They're always full 1 month or 2 weeks or 3 weeks in advance. Right now you go to the portal December, people have already booked. There are certain routes.
So there is someone arguing that December booking is ongoing.
Yeah, it's ongoing. There is a route that is almost filled on 24th. So these new buses at times we balance. We add more buses to a specific routes, and we are also on the ground. There are more new routes that we are researching that will open.
I saw someone also, I don't know, do you hike prices? Let's start from there.
No.
And what is the decision behind? Because, most operators argue that, we've been operating the whole year on a very low price, so we made loss probably from January to say March, then again, May to June is a low season. Now they argue for December, they have not to recoup all the money they lost during that low season. Why do you not use that same argument as other operators?
Our tagline is customer. That customer who wants to travel December is the same customer probably will want to travel in January.
Yes.
The cost of living, we are passing through the same. So we don't see the need to take advantage of a situation. Yes, it's time, especially December or August or April, for you to hike your fare so that you can recoup during low season. But you can maintain a standard price throughout. So someone even in August knows December, I'll book ENA Coach as 2,500 or 1,600 or 1,500.
Yes.
So our motto is, first of all, to walk the journey with our customers. when they need you most,
Be there for them.
be there for them.
Yeah. And they'll not forget that.
Yes.
There was this instance where, say, I'm supposed to be picked at Utiru. I've booked a bus, say, to Londa Kotiro. My pickup point is Utiru. Okay, now, if you fail to show up to Utiru, can I get another bus? Will my seat go empty? Or, say, when it reaches another pickup point, another person can be sent to that seat?
You're talking about in case you fail to...
I fail to show up, and then now I say, let me chase the bus. I reach it, say, probably before it reaches Limuru.
You get on board and
Yes.
then you fail to get it.
Yes.
First of all, we don't allow people to chase buses.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
at the departure point, if you're not there, you're not there.
You're
One,
not there.
security issues. Two, inconveniencing.
Other
There is
passengers.
no pickup point, probably those areas, and all that. So at the start point, when you're not there, that is it. Two things that happens is that we try and find if there is someone who wants to occupy that space, or there are those schedules that there is another later schedule. So we request if there is someone who is traveling with a later schedule and is already at the booking station and he wants to leave with an earlier bus, he can go with it. So we alternate
The
you.
seats.
So you go with the later one, and that one goes with your space. But we have to shift even in the manifests. You know, it's just an assumption that ikaa kwa kiti enda. No.
No. Even
Yeah,
it's
it
in the
has to
system, it has to show that this person sits
Yes.
with this person.
Yes, and then another scenario is that you can find a walk-in, doesn't have a ticket, but he wants to travel. Lakini wewe sasa umechelewa. So what they do is that ticket, that seat of yours, we open it, someone books, and then he goes. But you get a voucher. So once you get a voucher, at the point when now you are available, then we can discuss when you need to travel. Yes.
So
We try as much as possible that our customers don't lose the money.
So this means that if I fail to travel today, I come, say my bus was at 10:30, I come at 10 and there is no other bus, I can travel tomorrow
Yes, if we found a replacement.
with no extra charge or...
No extra charge. Yes. Yes.
I agree with what you're saying, customer is king.
Yes.
Now, what strategies so far have you learned from M.A.N Coach? Any new thing that you didn't know that you have learned at M.A.N Coach?
One thing is that we serve all the clients the same. We rotate the buses,
Yes.
the units.
Yes.
It doesn't have a specific unit. Probably where I used to work, we used to have specific buses for specific routes. Here it's different. A bus that went to Kindube yesterday, today probably will go to Busia. There is that rotation. If you boarded a KDJ, probably tomorrow you'll board a KDK. If you're African customer. So people get to enjoy all the services on rotational basis, which is something that is very good.
You can even get the KDU today.
Yes.
How do you balance your personal life and the professional life? Because I can imagine this is a very demanding position you're in.
Yes.
How do you manage to balance these two?
Work life is very hard in transport. You have to be very, very strategic. You have to work it out, or else you lose your family, you lose your friend because of work. And you remember I told you first thing that when I came to the company was to align staffing and everything.
Yes.
In a week you must have an off day, regardless what you hold. You must rest. Two, every of our staff, they get to enjoy leave days in a year. So when you need time to go and catch up with your family and everything, you can take off, you can take leave, you can go and enjoy. The working hours also, we put in a way people are coming in shifts so that you have time to go and bond with your family and everything. Yeah, and there are many leaves. There's compassionate leave. People do weddings, people, medical, all that. We've put it. It is in our contract with you as our staff. And then, of course, something like my job is so demanding, like calls throughout the night, during the day, and everything. I think the best thing is to have a sit down with your family. Let them understand the demand of your job, If they are not in support, you'll not perform here. But if they support you from there, then you'll be able to perform here. But at the end of the day, do not neglect them. Do not take it for granted. So when you find any chance, then you give them 100%. Yeah, but it's so demanding. My chairman literally asked me, what time do you sleep? At the end of the day.
Because the calls are 24 hours.
Yeah, 24 hours and all that. You need to sort out something at night, during the day, and all that. But we try as much as possible. When you get a little time, then it's dedicated to family. Yeah.
No, I think as we are winding up, what advice do you have to people who are young professionals upcoming in the industry, who want to join the bus industry?
As much as it's a dual industry, it's evolving.
Yes.
And it's evolved so much. What you need to do not take this as a by the way job. Just take it the way a banker goes to the bank. Because you have to use skills. You have to save time to be able to work on it. So any person who wants to join this industry is that it's evolving. It's a good industry.
Yes.
But you must have passion. You must have shock absorbers.
Must have shock absorbers.
Yes, because it can slap you anytime.
Yes.
So you need to have shock absorbers to be able to retain composure in case of any shock that may come in terms of changes, in terms of anything. But it's a very good industry because you get to interact with literally everybody. So it's one industry that gives you different angles to be able to see life. From watu wa chini to watu wa juu. You get to serve so many people. Those who are angry, those who are appreciative, and all that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a very enjoying industry. But you just need to have an open mind. Do not have a closed kind of mind that this is the way we do it. This is what I want, and all that. Things change. Remember, COVID hit us. We had to change how we operate.
How you operate.
That's the way transport industries.
I've seen also ENA Coach has absorbed some people from the Buswell groups. So say someone I'm interested in joining ENA Coach, I'm in the Buswell. How should I conduct myself in application and also in posting, probably interacting with other people for ENA Coach to say when probably I apply, will consider me?
For the past few years, we changed our hiring style.
Yes.
That first of all, you must apply for a job, and all the CVs that people apply, whether electronically or physically, we get to go through them. So we go through your CV, we see whatever that you can be able to offer. Then we call you for a physical interview. And then when you come for the physical interview, now it's you now to persuade us that you can be able to do it.
To perform.
Yes, to perform. If you perform, then you are hired. And then there are people, of course, from the bus where we've employed so many, so many. We've given opportunities to young people in this company for them now to exercise the passion that they have. Then once you get through, you're given a probation period of around 3 months.
Okay.
Then you're posted, and that's how you continue working. We opened it, and it's through there is a hiring and firing board that gets to even listen to our grievances and all that before a decision it is made. So we put it very open. You apply. That time comes, we'll pick you. Yeah.
What does the future hold for Jervis? Do you see yourself opening a bus company, a logistics company?
The future is bright. I'm also young. What I say about the future is that at the point where I've reached, I have so much passion into logistics. I really love ENA Coach. When you work with ENA Coach, it almost feels as is your own.
Your home.
Yes, it's your own company. We have a 10-year strategic plan that we're rolling out. in faces. There are a lot of things that we haven't touched, but the sky is the limit, and for us the sky is the limit. Our main goal is going to even to airline.
Okay.
Yes, so it's our very long-term strategic direction, opening up even more to parcels. We've just scratched the surface, so there are a lot of things that we're putting in place in terms of opening up into e-commerce and everything that enters parcels, in terms of passengers,
Yes.
in terms of everything. So the question that am I looking into opening my company? Probably it's a long shot. We usually say, let grace abide. If that is what God has planned, well and good, is something that is good for the growth. But right now, we usually say step at a time. I want this company to really grow. As it's barely 7 years.
It's still a young company.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, without thinking too much, without technical analysis, M.A.N. or Scania, choose one.
M.A.N.
M.A.N. We go with M.A.N.
Yeah.
Now, I think as we close, you can probably...
That is me, as a preference.
Yes, as you as Jervis.
Yes, coming from German. Yeah, so I'll go with M.A.N.
You have been to Germany?
Yes.
Okay. What were you doing in Germany?
Kuangalia M.A.N. bus. So I, even here in the company, me and my workshop manager is Scania. I'm M.A.N. So we usually tease each other. We compare notes. So when M.A.N. breaks down, he tells me gari yako ime break down. Umeona Scania yangu imepita. Yeah, but both of them are superior models, almost the same. But I love M.A.N. because just normal preference.
Normal preference.
Yes.
What advice do you have for people in the bus industry, the ones who want to join? All that.
Yeah, I should join. Watu wanunue mabasi.
Watu wanunue mabasi.
Watu wanunue mabasi. The demand is there in the market, but just know that you must have good management at this time. The profits are not so big as before. Ni kidogo, so you really need to manage them well.
Now, advise someone who wants to join the bus industry but is on Facebook bashing people's company, brands. Advise that person.
People do not understand that you can raise a complaint without bashing someone's investments, and someone takes it positive, is able to change. I think people get carried away, and they want just to push an agenda, rather than putting a genuine complaint. Every day we get complaints, we work on them. It's not a must that you must abuse someone for you to
pass your point.
Yeah, to be heard. You don't need to be in my side for me to get whatever that you are putting across. So people should complain, people should put their reviews with moderation. It calls for maturity. These years that we've worked in this industry, right now we are clocking almost 20 years. We've seen people come and go. We've seen people stay. We've seen people grow. Our young people, it's now your time.
Yes.
You know, time is running out for these old folks. It's now your time now to take over. What you have in your mind can only be heard if you put it in a correct manner that is understood, and people to be able to get it positively. You don't need to bash someone's investment for them to hear it. You can tell someone you're doing poorly here, please correct on it, and that person takes it and be able to change it. You don't need to abuse someone.
It has been an honor, sir. I think on that end, we can say thank you very much.
Karibu.
Thank you for your time.
Karibu.